Hi, I'm Victoria Bond. I'm an Access Consciousness facilitator from New Zealand, and I just want to share with you a little bit about how I've got to where I am and what I'm doing now. It's so exciting. Now, I haven't always been so excited about living life. About 3 years ago, I was living, but I definitely was not committing to my life. Every day when I woke up, I just wanted to stay in bed. And you know what? A lot of the times when I had my afternoon lie downs, I wanted that bed to suck me up. Have you ever had that feeling? You just don't want to get up. I didn't actually want to exist anymore. And the amount of times I said, please just take me away. I don't want to be here. This is too hard. And I'm certainly not coming back next time because these lessons are too hard. So basically, after having my second child, my body was shutting down in the afternoons. So I had to go lie down up to 3 hours a day. I couldn't even look after my own children. If I didn't get that lie down, I was just in a manic mess of anxiety and depression. Now, the reason why I'm sharing this with you is because I still looked normal. I still smiled. I still acted normal. And I was still a good mum. I was just very, very tired. No one knew what I was going through. Even if I told them, it didn't seem to be real. So being a spiritual being, I always knew about energy. I was extremely intuitive at the time. I was had spirit talking to me left, right, and center, energies everywhere. I could sense, I could even like read people's minds. It was like getting to that point where I was just like, whoa, what is going on? But I wasn't happy at all. And like I said, I wasn't committing. I was existing for my kids. I started asking questions. And the long and the short of it was, a girlfriend asked me to come to a bar's workshop. It felt right, so I went, okay, cool, and I went with it. By this stage, I'd kind of got myself out of my hole a little bit, but still had this sinking feeling, this feeling of, oh, I can't wait until this life is over because I'm done. I was so tired. The no sleep had got to me, but I felt like a really, really, really old person ready to die. That's how I felt. And I was like 33, as you know. So anyway, I went along to this bars class, not knowing what Access Consciousness was or bars. And it was nothing like I'd ever experienced. I was like, okay, I don't know what to think about this. But I'm going to have to give it a go because I've just spent this money and it seems really different. I left the workshop and I was like, what is this feeling I'm feeling? Oh my gosh. And there was no mind chatter. There was space. It's like, whoa. It was like that feeling when you go to the beach and you have that moment, or when you're that moment of consciousness. I had this space in my head with no mind chatter, and I started sleeping. And I was like, what the heck? That stuff really, really works. Within 3 days, because of course your bars run for 3 days after you've had them run, I came out to the public and said, yes, I've opened Halo Healing. Yes, I do this, that, this. I'm an Access Bars practitioner. And everyone's like, what? Who are you? And I started doing workshops. So it's been around about a year now, and I'm a facilitator, and I've taken like 8 or 9 workshops and continuously creating them with my 2 little kids in tow. And the biggest thing I've got out of it is waking up and feeling an excitement for living, for committing to my life, and not just showing up for my kids. What I noticed is it seems to me that a lot of people do live their life. Of course, they're committing to their life because they're here, but they're not committing. And you can see it in their faces. You can see it when you say hello and they go hi. And life is really, really hard. So what I've actually created is a summit, so an interview series called Mum's Time to Shine. And what it is it's experts from all around the world. And I have about 5 or 6 access consciousness facilitators in this interview series. And they all have their different specialties, and they talk about their tools. I mean, everyone brings something different, of course. And I really wanted mums to hear how these tools have changed me. So these guys are a reflection of me and of what I've learned. And they've been all very generous with giving beautiful advice and also free gifts during this summit. So we also have different facilitators. We've got mum entrepreneurs, we've got computer technicians and health experts and all that type of stuff. But the biggest thing that has definitely helped me out of everything is the access consciousness and the tools, asking the questions. And I just love taking classes. I light up. It's got nothing to do with the money. I'm definitely not afraid of money anymore. I'm definitely not afraid of being judged anymore. And I'm ready to show up every day of whatever may come at me. And just recently I've been faced with a few of those challenges that I had about 3 years ago when all this stuff was happening to me. And I can just pull a tool out and use that tool and ask some questions, and my whole world changes upside down, and I can make it amazing. Something that seems to be a real kind of spanner in the works can become a massive blessing to me now. So I've also quit my job with no money, and that because I wanted to create this summit, and I really wanted it to be the best contribution I could possibly give. So it's called mumstimetoshine.com. And I just wanted to say thank you to all the Access Consciousness facilitators for doing your magic, for being who you are. And thank you to Gary and Dane for creating such fantastic tools and sharing them with us. So that's my story. I can now say that I live from happiness. Whatever happens, I can show up and commit. And every day, whether it's 2 hours sleep or 8 hours sleep, that would be lovely. I show up and I play and I have fun and I ask, who can I contribute to? So yeah, no more sucking into that bed, and maybe I will want to come back next time. Who knows?